Hello, everyone. I'm going to give this a shot now and see what happens. This isn't really natural to me. I was just trying it out. For one, I love this game. I've been playing it a lot. There's quite a few games I've liked through the years. This is one of them I like quite a bit. I've had a couple tries at this where I kind of had long introductions and short ones, and they were actually videos in which I died really fast because there's certain locations in this game I'm doing a random start, you can spawn in, and I kept getting difficult ones. And I'm not a great player at this. I'm a good player. I do have quite a few hours, but there's definitely a couple regions that when you start off in, things are really dicey. When you start, it's a very unforgiving game. And I did quite poorly. I usually do poorly in certain areas because it's very difficult. Anyway, let me see. So a summary of the game. The theme of this game. Now let me tell the audio here a little bit. The theme of this game is you're all alone. There's no players, no monsters. You're fighting against the environment. It's a survival game. There's wildlife, wolves and bears, wolves especially, can get you, and you have 4 meters you're watching. Temperature, thirst, hunger, and sleep. You can get afflictions. There's a little bit of crafting. There's exploration, and you're just trying to make it day by day in the sandbox mode. There's a story mode too. So there's 4 levels of difficulty. I'm going to be using a custom setting, and the main changes are, let's see, I'm trying to think. Well, I'm going in between the hardest and the second hardest difficulties. In the hardest, you don't have any firearms. There's a rifle and not a new revolver in the game, and in the hardest setting, you don't have those. And you actually have to, it kind of sets your path on to one end, which is to make a bow, because it's a thing you can craft. I want it to be a little more open, so I'm going to customize that setting to where there's a baseline resource. I'm moving it from low to medium from the hardest setting, and there's a few other, like the rifle I got. I'm adding a little more wildlife. I'm also making at night you recover some of your condition, which is your there's the 4 meters I told you about, and they all funnel to your life meter, which is if it goes to 0 you die. So I'm going to be at night, even in the hardest difficulty, if you sleep you can recover a lot at night. I find it a little unrealistic in that, and gamey, because sometimes people starve themselves and then recover a lot at night. So I'm going to be trying to lower that, but also lower or up some of the resources during the day, so you can better focus on kind of maintenance. Okay, so this game, it's called The Long Dark. I haven't even said that, and it's a survival game. Currently on sale on Steam or other platforms. It's on PS4 and Xbox too. It's usually $30. I think it's $8 right now, and I find it very immersive, and the feeling it gives me, you all by yourself, I feel sort of it's almost a zen-like feeling at times. It's a very beautiful game. It's challenging because it's very unforgiving in a lot of ways, and there's a lot of kind of board gamey strategy to it, because there's so much risk assessment that goes in and decision making. Sure, there's some arcade elements in that you have to, arcade sort of like try to make an accurate shot or do something with your controls in a video game way, but it's a lot of decision making. So anyway, I'm going to get to it and see what happens here. So I'm going to do a new one, and these are the difficulty settings. Now here is the story mode right here. That's the story mode winter mute. And here is the survival mode. This is like a sandbox. It randomizes loot tables and different things. And the goal is what you make it, and you just try to survive as long as you can. Okay, so let's do a new one. We need the custom, and I have a code here I need to enter in. You could enter this in code too. Enter this code in too if you ever play and you like the settings. Did I do this? Oh, this. Dang it. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to start off not very entertaining because I'm trying to get used to even doing this. But as I get more comfortable, I'm kind of bored. I'm never going to be fully bored, but I get bored easily. I'll probably be amusing myself and maybe a little more humorous. Okay, so I think that's good. All right, so I want to start off on a. I didn't set a timer. I don't want this to go. I don't want this to go too long, so I'm gonna start a timer now. I think we're about 5 minutes in. Okay, so we need to go to a random location. I really hope I don't get one of those difficult areas again. I might end up editing, so just be aware of that. If I don't really want to record another intro. So if I get just a terrible situation, I might just splice it, connect it, edit the intro with a different start together. So let's see. Oops, actually don't want. Yeah. So you can, as you play the game more and more, you get different feats you can use on your any game you'd use. I want to play no feats though. I haven't even unlocked this one, so I'm just going to put it on that one. I'm going to put custom story stream 1. Okay, let's see. I'm not playing the story mode, but to me this is a story, like a journey for me and for others to watch and experience with me. Let's see how it goes. Okay, and there's always a really quote that gets you in the mood. From The Road, a great book, not very optimistic book. Okay, now I need to set the audio up too. Did I really start in the dark? I did. It's pitch black. Okay, that's not fun. Well, I'll set the audio up here. Yeah, I have this mode you can start anytime in the day, and I started in the dark, and there's a variation. Some nights you can see well because the moon. Some nights you cannot see at all. That's part of your risk assessment. So I'm in a kind of a bad place. Possible edit coming. We'll see. Turn my light off so I can see better. So let's have a look. Okay. All right, let's go back, and I literally cannot see a thing. Okay, I see shapes a little bit. Oh, I see a little bit. I hear the ocean. Oh, I'm on incline. That right thing is an incline indicator. You can sprain your foot or hand. What time of day is it? Okay, it's almost dawn, and it's. If you look at the bottom left, my temperature indicator is 3 bars now, and it's cold as heck. I'm kidding. -24. And I got a big t-shirt. This is bad. Okay, so this is not a good situation. I might just wander. Maybe I can get out of the wind somewhere at least. I waited out till dawn, but I'm not feeling good about it. This was a bad dice roll. RNG hates me. Can I get anywhere? Let's see. In one direction. I try to play everything out. Try to play everything out. Because you know what happens? You can find yourself in just... it's such an exhilarating game in times that you feel like there's no hope, and somehow you pull it out, and you're so, you know, it's very thematic that way. And so I try to play every scenario out, even if it looks hopeless. I think though this time I might just pass time, and hey, if the temperature, if I'm okay and I can see, then we'll go on. But I'm not going to just wander around here and waste time in the darkness for everybody. So let's go. You can go to here. The space bar brings us up. Oop, I can pass time. I'm going to pass an hour, and at minus 25 degrees, I'm in really bad shape. You know what? Let me try to at least get out of the wind. At the top, there should be a wind indicator when you're out of the wind. But I really can't. I'm just going to run. Hopefully I don't fall in the water. I have no idea where I'm going. I think I might fall in the water. Jeez. The water's getting louder and louder. I must be running on open ice. Okay, there's... Yep, I'm by the... I need to turn all the way around. That was ice. Good lord, this is harrowing. Okay, I see things. I see things. I'll buy some rocks now. Really no wind. Still not covered with the net. It's really annoying. Yeah, frostbite wrist, the whole deal. So disorienting. Okay, I see rocks now. There we go. There's a rock. I can see. I'm gonna try to go around these rocks. Find maybe right here. Get it from the wind. Really? There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh no, no, no. Okay, let me go around a little bit. Up a little bit. Surely. Okay. Protected from the wind. At least it'll give me more of a fighting chance when I pass time, when I can actually see. I'm going to pass time for an hour, and you'll see my condition at the bottom left go down so far. And things are not looking good. But I'm dying. Okay, I can see at least now. And hypothermia risk is getting high, and I'm probably going to lose a finger. My frostbite risk. That happens when you don't have your hands covered. Okay, I can at least see now. I'm at a region called Desolation Point. It's kind of on the coast. There's a whaling mill here and a lighthouse. Okay. There's a deer. Let's see. I need to find the whaling station as quickly as possible. There's the Riken. Okay, there's the beach ship. I have a small chance of saving my finger. I think I might survive too. I just have to really hightail it to the whaling facility. Oh, nah, lost my finger. Now at the bottom left, you can see my condition bar, the one with the heart. The temperature gauge has been down for a while. I'm freezing to death. And then, but my condition bar, my overall condition, when that heart reaches to the bottom, I die. But there's, on the right, you see a red line. That means I am permanently damaged. I can never regain full health. Because basically, one of my fingers is gangrenous and just out of commission. Part of my hand. That's the thing that goes first. Let's see. Yep, right there. Now I have frostbite risk for my facial features too, and hypothermia is high. We don't want that. Okay. Alright, so I need to get up here. I think I can get up right here. Okay, there's sometimes some wolves around here. And a bear likes to kind of wander around here too. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. This is it's just amazing. Look at that big old whale skeleton. And the setting is after a geomagnetic disaster. They like to call this game the Quiet Apocalypse. You know, I should not search those yet. I need to get indoors. Unfortunately, I have no source of light. No, so my biggest priority right now is, let's see. I have no way to start a fire. Fire is the only way I get water, and that's the biggest killer after shelter is water. It's the rules of threes, you know. 3 hours shelter, 3 days water, but it's really sped up in this situation. I wish I could see better here, but I cannot. It really sucks. I might end up passing time in here too, for the sake of viewing show or entertainment value. It's bored. It's annoying for myself and probably especially for others watching just to see me stumble in the dark. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to pass an hour, and when the sun comes up a little bit more, I'll get more light in here. Okay, there. All right. Okay. So where am I? Oh yeah, I see where I am. I need to find some matches. I need to find a way to start a fire. And nothing else I can get. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oops, I already opened that. Oh, well, that's gonna help my thirst if I get really thirsty. I got a little soda can there. Cloth will help me out. Fix my clothing if I find a sewing kit. Bed. You can sleep. You're gonna need to sleep. You know, sleep is one of the indicators. You can see there's a bed warmth. It tells you what it feels like now. Yeah, some info there. Okay. Oops. There's the desk. Okay. There's the desk. I still can't see that great. It'd be nice if I can get a lantern. Let me reply here. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Here's some stuff. This is a book that can raise your skill. There's a soda. Another soda. Peaches. Got some food there. Something in the corner here. First aid kit to search. My timer didn't go. Alright. It's so dreary right now without the light so low. 34 degrees, just above freezing, so. Anything above freezing, you're like, it's balmy. That's what this game can do to you. Alright, let's see. I'm sure there's stuff in here, I just can't see it. Maybe I can find a source of light. Now, where's the matches? I know there's some matches in here. Usually they're here or by the desk. Did I miss them? pause for a second. Okay. All right. I didn't see any matches there. Maybe they're down here in the main area. Still hard to. If I can see anything though. There's the fire barrel. What is the workbench? So stuff you can craft in the game. I just feel like where's the drawer? There it is. Give me some matches. The matches aren't very big, so that makes it even more annoying. All right, there's really great little bits like this in the game. People who backed it in early access have a part of by leaving these little notes behind that factor in the story and the kind of the world. Okay. I'll take it. There's a safe over here. I'm just gonna look at the safe. Okay, 40. $40.25. This just takes a little bit of time. Oh, 40, 25, 40 again, huh? Okay, I'll get it this time. Well, that's nice. Well, that'll help, but put that on. Need a lot more. And I need the matches. Need the matches. Need the matches. There's a pegboard here, too, usually. There's something on the pegboard, usually. All right. Let's see what old Billy Bob has over here. Kind of get on this thing and do this deal. There we go. At least it's brighter. Sir, I'm sorry this happened to you. Need your stuff, though. Okay, I have a torch now. I just need a way to light it. Okay, let's go up the tube. Can hardly see still. Okay, I'm going up it. Now there's some stuff over here. It's so dark though. Some of it's up here. There's one. I just know this from experience. Okay, and there's. Where's that? Bandage? Okay, wow. gonna help. Unless maybe you can bandage my disappointment for lack of matches. Get up. Yeah, any of these harder settings, it's just it's just getting fire. It's like the biggest thing early on. This isn't even the hardest setting since I'm a custom. Interloper is the hardest setting there is, and this is near interloper. So a few more items are slightly more plentiful, and I can get some firearms in this version. Well, I think I might go over here, just, you know, just revel in the beauty of the land. There we are, the well processing plant. We started off over there near some of those rocks. I couldn't see a thing. I don't like this trailer either in terms of light. It's always dark. See how dark it is? This is not optimal. Not optimal. I think I might just make a run for the trailer. Let's see what's wrong with the truck. Nothing. Sometimes there's a wolf right over here. He goes off into the ice over there, over that hill. See, that's one of the reasons I came in here. There's at least I can see. It's a bonus. But there's not a lot of stuff. Nothing in there. There's nothing. I wonder if there's matches at the lighthouse. I know in Interloper, the hardest setting there is. You gotta find the matches here at the Hibernia processing plant, which I haven't even been able to do. But maybe the other, since it's not quite that hard, they're over in the lighthouse or something. There's a lighthouse nearby. Okay. I'm getting cold. I've looked over this. I just feel like they could be here. Maybe down here? They gotta be here. Come on. Why? Maybe it's back here in the corner. Up here? No. I got everything I could right here. You can, there's pry bar. There's a pry bar item where you can open those locked areas. It's not keys, you just have to force them open. There's a shelf here. I feel like there could be something here that I just can't see. This is what the early days are like. Especially with the night start and like very early morning. We have hours though. And I'm cold. It's 28 degrees in here. Gosh. I can't have any. I gotta just make a run for the lighthouse. I think. I gotta do something. I'm going to perish. And I have no. Oh, I have the cans. I need to drink soda. Help my thirst. Oh, I clicked it. There we go. I was lost in thought. My character was. Okay. Ahead. Let's move on. There's a little case over here. I wonder if the Viking War matches. That's the shit. Oh, good lord, isn't there? Hello. They are easier to avoid than wolves. They have a little lower detection range, but they pack a bigger punch, obviously. So I'm gonna run like crazy because stamina is not really a big concern. I mean, what's the indicator called? My sleep indicator is not a huge concern right now. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here. It's saved, and I'm going to see if I can find some matches next time. And if I don't and I die, we'll just start a new one. Cheers.